Hi, dear student. Welcome to English Express with Miss B. I salute you all. I want to grab this opportunity to thank all my online students and my on-site students for their support, enormous support. Okay, I am really grateful. And today I'll be talking about compound complex sentences in English language. In our previous videos, I explained different types of sentences. I explained what a simple sentence is, okay, complex sentence, compound sentence, and today I'm talking about compound complex sentence. When you hear compound complex sentence, what comes into your mind? Do you have any idea in your psyche? Any of you? Okay. So a compound complex sentence is the combination, okay, of two main clauses or two independent clauses and at least one dependent clauses to form a compound complex. As the name implies, compound and complex, it therefore means we need two traits, two characteristics that are in complex and compound joined together to form a compound complex sentence. Okay, let's ride on. So if you look at the board, I have clearly explained a combination of two main clauses, at least one dependent clause, good. No subordinate conjunction. Now, these are examples. We have so many of them. I am going to illustrate what a compound complex sentence is all about. And the sentence reads, I really don't care if you don't like me. I don't spend my energy on things that I can't control. So if you see, I really don't care is the main clause because the main clause expresses a complete idea. We have the subject and we have the verb. And if you see, if you don't like me, if you don't like me is a dependent clause which relies on MC, which is the main clause. And now we have for fanboys a coordinate conjunction linking the main clause and the dependent clause together. I don't spend my energy on things that I can't control. So I don't spend my energy on things is the main clause, okay? That I can't control is the dependent clause. So if you look at the board, we have two MCs, this, okay, and two DCs. So a compound complex sentence is the combination of two main clauses and at least one DC, dependent clause, which means that in a compound sentence, one of the criteria is to have two main clauses and at least one dependent clauses. If there is no dependent clause or dependent clauses, it is not considered a compound complex. You know that you were wrong. You know that we have you were wrong and you can't change. Okay, you know that you were wrong and you can't change, and if you like you can say you can't change it. Okay, so MC, you know, DC, that you were wrong, and we have this coordinating conjunction, okay, linking the MC and DC together, and we have you can't change it. You is like a pronoun, okay, which is the same as the subject. You can't change it. But if you look at this particular sentence, we have just we have two MCs and one DC. And the last, the package arrived in the afternoon, but the courier left before I could check the content. So the package arrived is the MC in the afternoon. Okay, we have bird, fanboys. Fanboys, we say fanboys, you have four. And bird, yet, so, and no. So the courier left before I could check the content. So the courier left is the MC and all this is DC. So now, in a compound complex sentence, we have main clauses and we have at least one dependent clause. Remember, a dependent clause does not express a complete idea. This dependent clause might, at times, it is connected with, a subordinate conjunction like because, before, after, while, when, or what. And the coordinating conjunction is what, like, and, but, okay, for, so, and yet. And lastly, how can we identify a simple sentence? How is a simple sentence, or how are the sentences related? What are their similarities? What are their disparities? How are they related, and how are they different? Now, in a simple sentence, we have this a number of main clause. We have just one main clause. In a simple sentence, we have one main clause and we have zero, no dependent clause. For example, Miss B is teaching English language. It's a simple sentence because we have a complete idea. What is Miss B doing? She's teaching English language, right? Miss B is the subject, and the act of teaching is the predicate because an activity is done and an expression of action is being done, and we don't have any dependent clause. So we call it a simple sentence. And in a complex sentence, we have number of main clause, we have one, number of dependent clause, we have at least one. So in a complex sentence, we must have at least one dependent clause. For example, let's say Miss B is teaching English language, okay, because she is a passionate teacher. Miss B is teaching English language is the main clause, and because she is a passionate teacher is the dependent clause, making it a complex sentence. So in the example, we have one main clause and we have one dependent clause. So in a compound sentence, we have at least two main clauses, and these two main clauses express a complete idea, and we have zero, no dependent clause. We don't have any dependent clause in a compound sentence. If you look at the previous video, I clearly explained what a compound sentence is, and I gave so many examples. And lastly, compound complex, we have at least two main clauses, which is like this, two main clauses, and here we have at least one dependent clause. So there we go. So in a nutshell, in a summary, in a conclusion, sentences are very important in English language because they help us to produce grammatical sentences. They help us to um, improve in our speaking activity and to use punctuations and other grammatical canons adequately, as I have explained from the beginning to the end of these lessons. So let's do a small example to illustrate. Okay. So if you look at the board, we have sentences. In these sentences, they are asking you to choose which is complex, which is compound, or which is simple. She liked cheese, but she didn't like milk. Because of this, we say it is complex. While the water ran, she quickly grabbed a towel. Because we have this subordinating conjunction, we call it complex. The store was closed, so they went home. It's a compound sentence. Why? Because compound sentences express a complete idea, and we have two main clauses. The store, and we equally have a coordinating conjunction. The store was closed, good, a complete idea. They went home, good. These two main clauses are connected by coordinating conjunction. Okay, her brother liked pizza and she liked hamburgers. So her brother liked pizza, MC. So we say this is a compound sentence. Compound. Fanboys, MC. So in a compound sentence, we have two MC joined together. John didn't eat his dinner because he was upset. This is a complex sentence. Complex. Okay. John didn't eat his dinner, MC, because DC. Although traffic was bad, Amber was still on time. Although DC, this is a complex sentence. This MC. Okay, because in a complex sentence we have one main clause and one dependent clause. The last one, since it was the holiday, they couldn't stay up late. We have compound sentence. Good. Let's see this one. Okay. Hi guys, this is the last lesson related to types of sentences. That is why I am doing a lot of illustration to help my student and to make sure that there's clarity in the content. So write compound or complex for each sentence. She cried after he gave her a ring. Okay, so we are taking, is it compound or is it complex? It is complex. Mel was good at soccer because he trained daily. Complex. Why is it complex? Because we have subordinating conjunction, subordinating conjunctions. This is the last. Her eyes were red. MC. So, subordinate conjunction, MC, compound sentence. Compound. Which is the best? Andy rang the police because he was in danger. Andy rang the police, MC, DC, complex. The television broke, MC, because subordinating conjunction, MC, compound. So dear student, if you have any question, you can write in the comment box, please. Follow Miss B on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. Like my videos, subscribe to my channel. In case you have any reaction or any worry, English Express is it's always there for you all. In case you have any difficulties, in case you want elaboration or you need online classes. Thanks and stay tuned for the next segment. Thank you.